Hey, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike, coming at you guys for yet another Atlanta Falcons video. If you're new to the channel, go hit that subscribe button. Tell your friend to come chat Falcons football with your boy. All right, let's get straight to it, man. This is another Ask Mad Mike set, man. If you're new to AFN, Atlanta Falcons Nation, go ahead and hit that subscribe button over there as well. But let's get straight to it, man. Should the Falcons look into KJ Wright? Wright finished his season with 82 tackles, 2 sacks, 10 passes defended, and 1 interception. I feel like he would be a good piece in this defense. Well, if you know anything about not only myself, but, K-Styles, Jew, especially myself and Jew, all of us, to be honest, we've always stated at this point in time, Matt Ryan is 30, soon to be 37 years old. I just don't believe currently that the Falcons should sign any more older players. I think we've ran our course as far as bringing in veteran linebackers. Brandon Copeland is a guy that I think is more than capable of taking over that leadership role, being that he played for some pretty good teams, including the Patriots. You got young guys like Michael Walker. I think Michael Walker is a very good player that a lot of people, need to, at least see what he can bring before bringing in a young guy, because we've yet to see these guys in preseason. So these guys are playing well in preseason. I think that the Falcons will be okay as far as the linebackers position. Plus, let's be real, KJ Wright has a lot of miles on him. He got a lot of miles on his body. Played for the Legion of Boom, of course. And, that team, they're older. All right, at this point, I think KJ Wright can provide you some veteran leadership. But outside of that, man, quite frankly, I'm done with older players. All right, if it's not a pass rusher, a guy that can immediately come in, provide that pass rush that we need. And like I said, even we dealt with, bringing in guys like Bruce Irvin, who could, somewhat add something to Vic Beasley, Tack McKinley. That didn't work out. Don't know exactly the exact details as far as why they cut him, but there's something that Dan Quinn did not want any parts of. So, veteran players very seldom work out. You know what I'm saying? Like veteran players, let's be real. A lot of guys, they're over the hill. They have a lot of injuries, and they're not the same player. We're looking at Richard Sherman right now. The past couple of years, he's been okay for the 49ers, but he was not the Richard Sherman of old. The guy that can make plays on the ball, get interceptions. That's not what he is at this point. So you got guys like, again, Michael Walker, you have Deion Jones, Foye Oluokun, who I think is going to be a Pro Bowl and should have been a Pro Bowler this year, quite frankly. But that's a whole nother story. Brandon Copeland, you got guys that are here. Even Dante Fowler is going to play a little bit of outside linebacker well in a 3-4 scheme. So KJ Wright, even though he's a very good player still at this stage of his career, it's just the older player. And for me, again, I'm just not into bringing in older players. If there were to be an injury that the Falcons, they needed mid-season, someone that can come in immediately and pick up, then you go out and get a guy like a KJ Wright, all right? Go get a guy who's been there, he's done that, he's put in his work, and, he come in, he can pretty much pick up a scheme, any scheme, defensive scheme at this point, because when you look at, the Seattle Seahawks defense, they play a bit of, that 4-3 over, and, that 4-3 over for the most part has 3-4 principles, similar 3-4 principles, so he'll be able to pick it up fast. So it's like if there were an injury, then you go out and get a guy like KJ Wright. But that's only after the preseason or an injury where we know for a fact that, maybe Michael Walker isn't the guy that we thought, Fourier, for whatever reason, he struggles, or Dion struggles, then you bring in a guy like that. But outside of that, I'm not taking a chance on bringing in another veteran. We've had enough of that. Steven Jackson, Todd Gurley, the only one that has really worked out for the Falcons was the Wright. And let's just be real, the Wright is a Hall of Famer. He's a freak of nature. The things that happen again is not going to be a lie. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. Leave your comments below. Atlanta Falcons Nation, hit us up. All right, hit that subscribe button over Atlanta Falcons Nation, and we gone, baby. Peace.